We're here in Constellation Field, and we're going to finish up last night's game and then begin the next game 30 minutes after that. So this stream will have the tail end of this game, whether it lasts one pitch or 1,000 pitches. And then we will take a break for 30 minutes and then begin to play the regular scheduled Monday game. And with me is Doug, the master of everything stadium-wise, the king of this building.
Master of everything broken, right?
Master of everything broken. I always know that that things are wrong when Doug's in the office. It's terrible. I'm sorry.
Hey, I always try to be the ray of sunshine, bring all the good news.
So last night, for those that didn't join us last night, it was quite the event. We had a lot of rain. We had a lot of drama. We have had more drama this evening. Later that evening, we had more drama tonight. Apparently, we're starting with drama on the field. Everyone was on the same page. Pete does not look like he's on the same page. I think we should be good. We do have some different umpires than we had last night. It was some controversial finishes, some controversial events during the game, and wow, what a night!
This game just doesn't want to end. It does not want to go away.
We were scheduled to start this game a little while ago, 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
We only had one umpire in the downstairs, so we couldn't. So why don't you set us up to last night? Send us back to last night, Doug.
A lot of rain. Thankfully, grounds crew did a good job trying to keep the field together during all that, and still kept it a playable surface. But here we are today trying to finish it off.
So we will begin. Wow, it is animated on the sidelines. I have a feeling that Pete may be getting thrown out of this game before it begins.
Yeah, Juice is trying to get out there and keep him from that happening, but Pete definitely doesn't seem interested to get this game started.
So they're high-fiving each other or about to slap each other. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Both managers in each other's face, having a friendly conversation.
About it, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to turn up the crowd mics because we're going to pick up some things that YouTube would frown upon.
Yes, it's not the most family-friendly conversation they're having, but
it is animated, and so I apologize for the poor play-by-play. We are trying to pick up what he's saying.
I think they're arguing something about a player, somebody that's playing, or maybe a pitcher.
Well, the question is, can you substitute when you're replaying the game? And now they're trying to split everybody off. And so they're talking about getting the rule book. I can guarantee you Pete knows the rule. That I know.
Yeah, Pete wouldn't come out arguing it if he didn't know it.
So I think the question is whether or not the original pitcher from the close of the game has to pitch or if he can be replaced. And believe that's the conversation.
Well, especially with the new rule change this year where you have to face 3 batters.
So for those who missed it last night, one of the dramatic events of last night was the fact that two pitchers, one of our pitchers pitched to 2 batters, and then Pete removed them. And which you have to face 3, but the umpires allowed the new pitcher to warm up, and so then told them that they had to replace the pitcher. Meanwhile, one of them ran out to their car to get the rule book.
Yes.
It was not the finest moment.
It looks as if one of the umpires has gone back out to the locker room as well to possibly get that rule book again because we are down to 2. He just walked out the grounds gate. So it looks like we are going back to the rule book again tonight.
This game will never end. It is perennial.
This is going to be the longest game we've ever had here at Constellation.
It's not an annual game. It's a perennial game. It will forever be known as the game that wouldn't end. I'm pretty sure it's the longest time period we've ever had in a game. We've taken over the booth because we've got a lot of drama going on. We believe it's because they're substituting a pitcher. Rye has given us the signal that is the case. We have some news today, some other news. Very happy for Paulino, the all-time save leader for the Sugar Land Skeeters. He is going to the Astros AAA. He's going around Rock, which is just incredible news.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see. I'm a big fan of Paulino. It's sad to see him go from the Skeeters, but it's great to see him get another opportunity like that for the Astros at Round Rock. But I will say Paulino's he's a really good guy. He's always the first one to come up and say hi to everybody. He's always signing everybody's, all the fans' shirts, everything, baseballs, everything. He's a little intimidating. He's a big man. He's got a beard.
Man.
But
he's
so nice. So nice. There's several interactions that I've had with him that, a lot of people probably would have just shrugged off, not even said a word to me. But he always made sure to say hi or thank you, and it's really appreciative of all that.
So the drama will continue, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
All right. All right, now Paz is back here in the booth.
Skeeters Nation. How goes it?
Yeah.
Pretty just routine turn of events here already.
Yeah. Pete knows the rules and doesn't want to let it go, and we're gonna stand here until they figure it out.
Yeah, there is an extended delay. I was actually down talking to Felipe Paulino. That's why I was not at the booth, and Chris alluded to the fact that he's had his contract purchased by the Houston Astros. Going to AAA Round Rock. He's the 11th player now to have his contract purchased by a Major League team, the 12th overall player to have his contract purchased. And, I heard you guys talking about it. Couldn't happen to a better guy. 35 years old, get another shot to go back and maybe make it back to the big leagues. I mean, Felipe is former Astro, former White Sox.
I know we'll all be rooting for him here at the Skeeters.
Yeah. And now Cody Stanley has joined the huddle here at the right of home plate. Lincoln Juice Gums, Pete, and Cody Stanley are all hovering around our two umpires.
Looks like the head ump's finally made his way back out. Probably took some time to look at that rule book. Maybe made a phone call and phone a friend on this one.
So I found out last night that I'm not going to say it. I'll just hang on to that one. Well, it looks like the infielders for the Bees are heading back out. Giovanni Soto, the lefty, warming up for the Bees. Devin Burke was the last man to pitch last night. So I think that is what the contention is over here. They're hot over the fact that a new pitcher has entered the game. Giovanni Soto, the former Chicago White Sox lefty, warming up.
Who was, do we know who the final pitcher was last night before we called that?
It was Devin Burke. Right-handed pitcher Devin Burke was the last guy on the mound when the game was suspended. So, I mean, obviously a more favorable matchup. And now they have a cell phone down there. Pete on the phone with, I can only presume, probably our league president, Rick White.
And now he's seems to be having a friendly conversation with somebody over in the visitors side.
Yeah, he's having a conversation on the phone, but it's almost like he's having it with Moro Gazzo. Because you see that sometimes on mound visits where a coach will come out and yell at his pitcher, and you'd be like, why is he yelling at his pitcher? No, he's not yelling at his pitcher. He's yelling at the umpire, but he's doing it through his pitcher so he cannot get ejected.
Yeah.
This game was supposed to start at 6:05.
We're now counting on to 6:28.
You just expect delays at this point. We had delays of all kinds last night. We had 2 weather delays and ejection delays. We went over some of our new rules in the Atlantic League, and tonight, no different here. We are already in a delay.
At this point, I am 26 years old, and I think I'll be 27 when this game finally ends.
Yeah, no, me and Brandon MacArthur were joking last night that I think Franklin Delano Roosevelt started his first term in office when this game started, and now we are up to president number 45. So I think
everybody's split up a little bit.
Pete's
but
on Pete's on the phone. He's got somebody on the horn.
Everybody's just patiently waiting. We got some fans that have made their way to try to watch the end of this first game. And
this is where you just dust off the rule book and you have to actually go through all those line items. So Pete heading back toward the dugout. Well, I don't even know if he's heading to the dugout. It looks like he's heading down toward the tunnel.
I don't think he's going to be out here for this end of this first game.
And that might be the case, Doug. I think Pete might have got himself ejected for game number 1. He's being escorted off the field. So this is just absurd.
I'm not really sure of the rules, especially here in the Atlantic League, but
I don't know either.
Will he able to come back in the second game? Is that?
I don't know, but my gut tells me yes. But I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like he would be able to. There'd be 2 separate games, so it'd be two separate chances to go back to the showers. But
I think, I think he's coming back out more than likely for game number 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pete comes out in a disguise.
Bobby Valentine style?
Oh, yeah.
Coming out with a mustache?
Well, Pete's got the mustache, so I don't know, maybe a wig.
This is crazy, man. I mean,
it's
fun.
The way
we're here, and then we're watching kind of just absolute madness unfold in front of us.
With the way everything else has happened with this game between yesterday and the way we're trying to get this started today, it wouldn't surprise me if Pete's standing out there in right field with a wig on.
I would
coming out in one of the grounds crew cars.
He's probably darting toward the clubhouse now. They have the feed up there, so he's going to probably at least watch this one from the clubhouse, if not having it up. Maybe he is just watching down the corner. Who knows? Well, it looks like we finally have some order restored here. Cody Stanley is going to step in, and for those of you that are new to the program here, it is a 10-9 New Britain Bees lead. We're picking up a suspended game from last night due to inclement weather. The Bees, they lead 10-9. Ryan Jackson on second base, 2 down, a 2-1 count. Cody Stanley up to bat against Giovanni Soto, and Stanley takes a ball outside 3-1. That one looks close, and Sal Loya, who had himself an evening last night, he ejected Gene Machi. Three and 1 to Stanley. He lines that into center field. Deaza on the run. Has it for out number 3. So that's your ball game, folks. That's going to do it here, and that's game number 1 of 2 today. All it took was 2 pitches, and had a feeling that might have been how it went. Cody Stanley lines out to center field, a 10-9 win for the Bees. So here's what's going to happen here. We're going to stop this feed, and we're going to open up a new feed for our game number 4, which will start here in about 30 minutes or so. We will keep you up to date. Follow us on Twitter at SL_Skeeters, on Facebook and Instagram. And we will get that going here. The series finale underway here momentarily. The Bees, they take game 3 in suspended fashion, 10-9, and it's a busy day at Constellation Field. I got some work to do, so I'm going to sign off here for this one. Back at it here very shortly for the series finale. Again, the Bees, they take game number 3, 10-9. Back here momentarily.